Today I wanted to show you guys how I make these egg rolls. I actually got this recipe from an old friend. I've changed it a little bit since I've gotten it, but it is just so quick and so easy. She used to make this anytime we'd all hang out as a group, and it was always one of my favorite things to eat. So it's something that I make all the time now, and it just comes together so quickly. It's great as a snack or an appetizer, or if you have people coming over, or if you're going to a potluck, this is a fantastic thing to bring. The first thing we're going to do is just brown our meat. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, and I'm using sesame oil today. I would normally use olive oil, but I think the sesame oil is going to add a nice flavor. And then I've got half a pound of ground pork in the fridge. Normally this is a beef recipe, but I really want to use up this pork, and I think it's going to be totally fine. So I'm just going to get this kind of chopped up, and I'm going to let it brown in the pan for a few minutes while we work on our vegetables. While my meat is browning, I'm just going to very quickly prep my vegetables. I'm just doing 1 carrot because I only have half a pound of meat, and I don't even know if I'm going to end up using this entire carrot. And really what we're going for here is it's actually shredded, but I don't have a grater that's accessible at the moment, so I'm just gonna chop it up in a tiny little matchsticks. If you have a bag of shredded carrots, that will also work really well here. All right, I've got my entire carrot chopped and ready to go. And then I'm just going to do about the same amount of cabbage. And this same thing, we really just want this to essentially be shredded. I'm just going to slice super thin this way. And then I'm just going to take that entire thing and just kind of cut it into thirds. If you've got some smaller pieces and some bigger pieces, I think it will be okay. You know what? I am going to do one more slice of cabbage because that's going to shrink down quite a bit. And that is it for the veggie prep. I'm just going to give this a really good wash, and then we're going to throw this in our pan and get that all cooked together, and we're going to season it. So our meat is fully cooked. I'm going to add in about 1/4 teaspoon each of salt, onion powder, white pepper, and garlic powder. And then we're also going to add in all of our carrots and cabbage, and I've got just a little bit of water in here, maybe 2 tablespoons. And then we're also going to add in just a touch, I mean really maybe 1/4 teaspoon of chicken bouillon. And then we're just going to give that a good mix, and we're going to let it all kind of cook together. The carrots and cabbage should wilt down pretty quickly, and that water will help kind of steam everything. I'm going to let this cook for probably 5 or 6 minutes, and then we will let it cool down so we can roll our egg rolls. My filling has been cooked all the way through and then cooled down. So we're going to go ahead and start rolling, and then we'll fry all of these once they're done. The brand that I'm using today is Wildwood. I've actually never used this brand before. I usually get, I think it's pronounced Nasoya, from my regular grocery store, but that was out of stock, so this is the one I got instead. So we're going to try something new today. But these seem like they'll be fine. I like how thin they are. They feel like a good texture, consistency. So I'm just going to put about a spoonful on and then start rolling it up. And the way I do this is I kind of like I put it just closer to me from the halfway point, and then I kind of tuck everything back and lay this over, and I kind of like to squish it together. And then I'm going to bring in my 2 sides and then roll it up the rest of the way. And then I always make sure I keep a little dish of water here to just put a tiny bit on the corner to kind of hold it shut. And that's it. Rolling egg rolls is easy, and you'll get faster the more you do it. All right, my last egg roll is rolled. I've got about 8 here. So if you were using a pound of ground beef, I think you can assume you'd probably get about 16. Normally I do fry these at 350 degrees, but since I'm using a new type of wrapper, I really want to be a little careful, so I'm going to throw my first one in at about 325, and I'm just going to fry one, and I'm going to see how it does. If temperature needs to go up, then I'll send it up, and if it needs to go down, then I'll lower it. And then while that's frying, I'm going to go ahead and pack these up. I'm going to put this in a Ziploc bag, and I will use the rest of these later in the week for something else. When you're frying something like this, it's really important to make sure that you're getting it evenly fried. So I've gone ahead and just flipped this over so that the other side can get brown as well. These are frying up nicely. This isn't, I don't like it quite as much as the other one just by the looks of it, but I think they're frying up pretty nicely. And you know what, I can actually already see I'm not super pleased with how quickly it's frying up. It's going a little slower than I want. So I am going to increase my temperature to just about 350, maybe just over 350, and I'll fry the rest of these at that temperature. All right, my first egg roll is done. It is nice and brown and crispy on all sides, so I'm just going to set it on the paper towel lined plate, and then I'm going to go ahead and fry a few at a time this time. And then for these specific egg rolls, because we didn't do any raw filling, it's all cooked. You know it's done when it's as crispy as you like it on the outside. And then one thing to keep in mind, if you're frying multiple at once, if you put too many in your deep fryer, then the temperature of your oil may drop quite a bit. It probably won't drop too much with these just because nothing is cold about it. The wrapper is a little bit cold from the fridge, but the filling is not cold. It's all kind of room temperature. But then you also don't want to put too many because they may start to stick together in the oil, and that will just make it a little difficult to get them apart once they're cooked. All right, and my last batch is done. Crispy all the way around. These really only take, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes per batch in the deep fryer. But these are so quick and they are so easy. And they are always so delicious. And that's it, all done. I'm so excited to try this. Let's see if this is too hot. I don't think so. This smells so good. Cheers. These are always so good, and they come together so quickly and so easily. I think they're normally made with spring roll wrappers, but those are never available at my grocery store, so I just always use egg roll wrappers. So they're a little bit more bubbly and a little bit more kind of crispy, but really it's hard to go wrong with these. They are just easy and they're so versatile. You can use whatever protein you like. You can put in whatever vegetables you like. I thought I was out of this sauce, but I'm gonna just dip my egg rolls in this. This is just a sweet chili Thai sauce. I'm not doing anything special to it. I'm just gonna put a little bit in a dish and I'm just gonna dip the egg roll in. This sauce just kind of brings it over the top. This is so, so good. If you have anybody coming over, or if you are trying to have an appetizer, big food, big dinner night, these are a good thing to have on the table for sure.